What's up? Welcome to DillyDally. We're gonna get copyright striked because of this music, but I'm here with Connor.
What's up? What's up?
And you're probably wondering what you're looking at. This is the one and only Madden 2005, hands down best football game ever. I don't really even play football games, but Connor, you play a ton of them, and this one's the best.
Yes, I definitely like it because it's not like I dislike the new Maddens or the ones that later came after this, but especially particularly with the new Maddens, probably around like 2013, they started to like make it right. You actually had to catch the ball instead of just like throw it to the receiver and they catch it themselves. So
right, it's too complicated.
Yeah, it's like too much to where you play.
Yeah, look, we're in Harlem,
Hell
Georgia.
yeah.
I didn't know. So we're playing with teams that we've created. This is like way back in the day, but I'm the Georgia Geckos, and
I'm the Augusta Knights.
Yeah.
This is probably we created this probably in like maybe
like 2007.
Yeah,
like, it was a long
easily.
time ago.
Elementary school.
Yeah, we played this game so much, dude. But yeah. Normally, our old teams used to be the Georgia Geckos and the Washington Eagles. But the Washington Eagles was kind of Dallas and Connor's team. And he saw that we had the Augusta Knights on here. He's like, oh, dude, I got to play with the Augusta Knights.
Yeah. And the Knights were 83 overall, so is your team. So.
Yeah, we're completely even in terms of stats, so that's good.
I think what set this game like apart from even the other ones that were, as far as like gameplay, the same before they made the whole new stuff was the soundtrack. Really, I mean, like you said, we're gonna probably get copyrighted, but the soundtrack was just the best, really.
Yeah. I don't know how the copyright works because like the video's not monetized, so I don't know if that'll affect anything. You know, I'm not putting ads on this or anything, so it's not like I'm trying to make money. But if it does get taken down, then we'll do something with it. I might be able to figure it out. If it looks like I'm not going to be able to upload it with the music and stuff, I'll just put something on in the background, and you just won't be able to hear the game. I couldn't figure out how to turn the soundtrack off because, you know, reasons. But yeah, man, this is exciting. I love this game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not even a sports guy, but I still, like, every once in a while, like, I pick up this game and just play it.
Oh, yeah,
I play, like, a tournament.
It's sad how that when the Wii came out, we weren't excited about the Wii in itself, but we were excited that you could play GameCube games on the Wii.
Yeah, because we didn't have GameCubes anymore. No!
There it is. He's...
Yes.
Oh! Dang.
If that would have been... Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's what you get. You injured. Fred Gill, get out of here.
Yeah. Who even are you? I can't remember. Oh, shoot. I need to check this in a second. I think I might have created a character and put him on the Geckos, but he's not first string.
Oh, yes.
I'll check. If he's not, I'm going to be sad.
Of course, my quarterback's name is Hand.
Hand?
Just Hand.
Oh, man. So we played a little warm-up game before we started recording. And Connor was playing as the Steelers, and we noticed that Roethlisberger's name doesn't have the last E in the name. It's B-U-R-G-R.
Yeah, the very end of it. So it's
hilarious.
Really Gur.
Yeah, it's They did a similar thing, Connor. I know you never really played Pokemon, but there's a Pokemon called which one was it? It's the same thing where it needs to have an O or something, like it's T-O-R, but they just put T-R.
It was too much in the budget.
Yeah.
It was going to really hurt the gameplay.
Yeah, if they put that one extra pixel.
The one extra letter
just put them way over.
They just couldn't do it. They wouldn't have been able to create the game.
Oh, man. So, I wanted to take a minute while we're recording and bring up something that we were talking about earlier, which is how freaking insane the concept of the SpongeBob movie is.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
So the thing that specifically got us talking about it was if you haven't seen it, there's a scene where they get up to this big, like, I forget what they call
abyss?
it. Oh, yeah, it's an abyss. And there's all these crazy, huge monsters in it. And they're like, we can't go in there. We'll die. And they get all bummed out. And then Mindy, the mermaid, shows up, and it's like, you guys are men, you can make it across, and then makes them close their eyes and puts seaweed
And there's a touchdown.
mustaches on them. Yeah, whatever. And so they're like, we have fake mustaches, now we're men and we can survive, and it works.
Literally the whole, like, not just that scene, but the entire movie is just because they're not men, so they can't do anything. That's
oh, wait,
it.
are you doing a field goal?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you, like, looking around in shotgun form or something.
Uh-oh.
Whatever, I couldn't stop.
Oh,
you.
I made it. I made an extra point.
Wow. It's been so long since we've both played this game that we were playing our warm-up game, and I think both of us missed our first field goal.
Yeah, really bad. Then for some reason, you decided to try to kick a 46-yarder.
I thought that maybe from the time that I missed the first one to the time that I attempted that one, I would have gotten a lot better.
Yeah. You just needed one warm-up kick.
Yeah. I think these controllers, they're just, because I don't know if either of these are actually, yours is probably a Nintendo brand, but mine's like a knockoff brand. And I think it just has a little bit of delay or something.
Think about how the Wii must feel like as a company. Like, no one was excited for your, like, new product except to put an old product in.
Yeah. Well, it's all Nintendo. Like Nintendo.
Still, though,
yeah.
like, think about Nintendo. Like,
Oh, whoops.
they should have just come out with, like, a cooler GameCube
Yeah.
instead of, like, make a whole new thing.
Well, it's funny because, like, you say that, but I think statistically, the Wii is actually, like, the highest selling console of all time.
Oh, yeah, because it was definitely, like, for sure, like, even though it was funny that they didn't have any, like, actual arms, they just had, like, little balls.
The Mii's?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, like, and they just hopped around. Like, it was still the first, like, true interactive game. Like, baseball, like, you actually had to, like, swing the bat and stuff.
Oh, no! Come on!
Yes. You actually had to, like, swing. Or, like, bowling, you actually had to, like, do the bowling, like, thing.
Mm.
So that was definitely different. And then, of course, PlayStation and Xbox have to go out and make better versions of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, so
they make the sticks.
yeah. So from what I know, like, and you know, I haven't super hardcore researched. This is just stuff I've heard, but like, so the Wii did really well in terms of sales, but people were like, it's okay. Like, you know, the GameCube, you could play all these kind of like intense games and stuff, like real games. And then the
For
Wii,
sure.
it was like they made some, like Mario Galaxy was a really
And they had, like,
game.
they did have Madden and, like, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, but it's like it felt a lot weirder and not as nice to play as just holding a controller. So I think it was mostly like the people who loved the Wii were mostly like people who got into games because of the Wii.
Right.
Like for instance, I love Mario Kart. I'm really good at Mario Kart on GameCube and on the
Right.
Switch because I have a controller.
Yeah, Wii,
I'm
horrible.
terrible at it. Emily has like only ever played Mario Kart on the Wii, and she's like amazing at it.
It's just cool how, like, people, like, are so good. I guess it makes sense that, like, people are so good at the first thing they ever played. Like,
Yeah.
as far as video games, I mean, like, everyone, like, she's really good on the Wii, but, like, that was one of the first, like, systems she really got into.
Right.
And as far as, like, Xbox, like, or, like, GameCube for us, you know, like, I'm actually better on PlayStation.
Oh,
Just
really?
because you're more, I'm just more familiar with those patterns. Like, I've had to look down a couple of times in that warm-up game and, like, figure out, like, what button I'm about to press.
Yeah. God, man. I was destroying you in the last thing, and now I'm, like, getting
I just
this
needed a
one.
warm-up. You've
Yeah.
known that.
Well, I was making fun of you because you were like, the Steelers just aren't good in this game. I was like, right, sure.
Yeah.
Then, but yeah, I think it is. Like, I can definitely tell that I'm playing with a, like, quote-unquote weaker team.
Yeah. Since the Eagles played for the championship.
Yeah.
I think the year before this, but, you know, the years aren't this is a miss.
Nice, dude.
I just have to go for 2 the next time I score, which shouldn't take long.
Did you ever play NBA Street?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, no, not NBA Street. Sorry, like NFL Street.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I think we played a couple of times.
I have that for the PlayStation, and it's like all scratched up, so it just like crashes all the time. But
Yeah.
I love that game, dude. We should play that.
I like how you didn't introduce me as any type of, like, family member. I'm just Connor. I'm just the guy.
Yeah. I haven't really done that with. I mean, I eventually did that with everybody, but like, yeah, this is my cousin Connor. He's all right, I guess. Oh my God, I think we've talked about you in a few episodes. That's probably why I didn't think to do it.
True.
Because I think I mentioned that you and I were gonna be playing something eventually to Dallas, and he's like, oh cool, or someone. I don't know. I've at the point that we're recording this, I've actually recorded way more with Kylie than anybody else.
Which is odd,
here it goes.
because it's called DillyDally.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dallas just.
I like how you're like, well, yeah, that's true.
Well, so the plan was, I wanted to record with. Oh crap! That was totally my fault. I wanted to record with Dallas first, and so I did, and we only got. We did 2 episodes, and then we were taking a break, and I was listening back to them, and I realized that I messed something up when I was setting up the audio or whatever, and so I couldn't fix it. I think I probably could fix it now, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like, crap, dude. Well, let's just redo it. We'll just do that as a warm up, and so we did 2 more, and then we ran out of time. We didn't have a chance to record anymore. Then we recorded some other stuff, and we're pretty much caught up to where we need to be now. So we recorded some today, actually. Yeah, I told you that. But with Kylie, it was just I had already figured everything out, and so Kylie and I were playing something, and we recorded a bunch. But also, Dallas will do 2 or 3 episodes and then be like, I need a break. But Kylie will be like, hey, you want to record for 4 hours?
Yeah.
We'll just sit down and do it. But I think that is partially, so right now, Dallas and I are recording BioShock, which is a game that I'm not very familiar with. Yeah. And it's a hard game, and I'm not very good at it, and so it takes a lot out of you to try to be funny and clever,
interactive, while also focused.
That you're not good at. Whereas Kylie and I, we did Super Mario Brothers, but we also are recording Super Mario Galaxy because we're taking a break from Mario Brothers, and both of those games I know them, and I don't have to think too hard about them. So it's just a difference in that as well.
Because they know that there's one less cover man out there, and they have a lot better shot at
But
getting someone.
I don't know how long these episodes should be. We'll probably get a couple out of playing this, so it'll probably be too much to put it all in one video.
Oh yeah.
He got caught. I'll tell you one thing. He's going to feel that in the morning.
1 yard gain on that play.
So you actually, I mean, I guess you don't really anymore, but you played football pretty much your entire life.
Yep, basically my whole life, I guess, until when you can actually play. I was always playing with a ball.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed when they changed the rule to where you couldn't play until you were 6. As far as with the rec and stuff. I wanted to play football so bad. But you could only play soccer.
Was it younger, before then? And then they changed it to
yeah,
6?
it was. You could do it at 4 if you wanted to, but it would be super condensed, I guess. But
so you have to be 6 to play t-ball?
No, they have Wii ball.
Wii ball? What is that?
I don't know. It's for 4-year-olds. 4-year-old t-ball.
Wow.
So that's got to be thrilling to watch.
Yeah, for real. Man.
I can only imagine.
I remember the first year that I played machine pitch, and I was like, man, this is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it because I was like, I'd rather you just throw the ball. That's not that bad. That was almost awesome for me. Remember when you were talking crap a few minutes ago? Yeah, where's all that at?
We'll see the final score.
Yeah, we will, won't we? This whole first episode, we're kind of playful. Oh my God! Come on! No! Oh, I freaking hate you.
Every time they play rap music on this game, something good happens for me.
Oh man, you want to tell that story?
Oh yeah, classic. So, as we said, we're cousins, but we probably hung out more than a lot of cousins normally do. So, every time I'll come out, it would definitely be for like a whole weekend. And we came up with so many different games because y'all live on a pretty good amount of land, and so we would normally play video games for a while and swim in the pool, and then we'd come up with games. Well, since there was 3 of us, you can't really play like 2v2, and so we would have to come up with like some type of game. And so Dylan normally played, we came up with this game called Toyland. Is that what it's called? Or well, it was based off of a video game, correct?
Yeah, it was based off of like Super Mario Baseball or whatever it's called.
Oh,
there's a
like
thing called Toyland.
Like a mini game?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, let's play that in real life. And so we
nobody can catch.
Basically how you play is you have somebody hitting, somebody pitching, and somebody in the field. But the people in the field aren't necessarily working together.
Right.
And, like, you can only pitch to a certain person. So, like, theoretically, if we're playing, it would be, you know, Dylan pitching to me pitching to Dallas, Dallas pitching to Dylan. And you only got 1 out, and if you got whoever got you out then became the batter. Yeah. And that's how you score runs. And, of course, you had the ghost man, you know, classic. And so there was one time where I think for some reason we were playing and, you know, classically Dallas quits.
Yeah.
And so because he got mad about something, and so he just decided to get back in the pool. And so me and Dylan were like, okay, we'll finish. Well, Dylan, like, goes up on me and, like, we're like, all right, last inning because, like, we want to get back in the pool or, like, whatever. I think we're about to eat. So we're like, all right, last little game or last inning.
Yes.
And so, well, I think you were up, like, probably easily, like, 10 runs. Maybe.
Oh, I was destroying
Yeah,
you.
destroying. And they had this golf cart, and they sat a, like, nice little stereo on top of it. It was pretty loud. And so it's like, all right, last inning. So I finally get him out. I think I, like, strike him out. And so I get my 1 out, go to bat, and it was country for, like, the whole time. And then all of a sudden, like, I was like, can we change the channel? Because it was playing, like, some weird song. So it changes it to rap. And I end up coming back and beating him. So we've always had the story of, like, I don't care how much I'm down. As long as rap music starts playing, I'll have a chance.
It wasn't even like it came on and you were like up, like you kind of had made a couple runs. It was like country music was on the whole time, and then you were like, all right, this is my last chance to beat you. Rap music comes on and you were like, oh shoot, I'm gonna win, and then just I couldn't stop you. Like, and you like it was, and even then I don't even think it was like you scored 10 and then another one and then it was game. It was like we kept playing because I think we had a mercy rule or something, and you like just annihilated me. It was, yeah, that was crazy. I don't know how that happened.
And it wasn't even like a lot of, like, all the runs were like methodically, like, hit after hit after hit. A lot of them were just like all of a sudden, like, I was just hitting bombs. Like, if you hit it in the pool, it was a home run. I would get like 1 or 2 hits, like 2 people on base, bomb.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 back-to-back home runs. Like, it was just like,
it was wild,
crazy.
It felt not.
And I'm
real.
not like, I'm not even like, I mean, obviously you can't see me, but I'm not the biggest frame, so to speak.
Oh, I was about to be so mad.
At that point, I was probably maybe 4'2".
Yeah.
And probably soaking wet out of the pool, like maybe 75 pounds.
Yeah, you were tiny, because that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Palmer.
But
okay.
I had a little bit of athletic build to me, though.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't just
mean,
like a stick.
Of the 3 of us, I mean, you're definitely the athletic one.
Yeah. But Dallas is a natural hitter.
Making inside jokes that no one can.
No one will
relate
understand
to.
except for Dallas.
Yeah. Hey Dallas, if you're watching this, we just want you to know we think you could walk onto the Georgia Southern baseball team.
Because honestly, man, you're a natural hitter.
Like some people can run, some people
Like
can
some people,
catch,
yeah, some
but,
people
like,
can get, some people can shoot,
Yeah.
some people can skate.
Yeah.
You,
You
not
hitter.
everybody can hit. Natural hitter. Natural.
Oh man. All right. Come on, baby.
Can we go back to what we were talking about earlier about the soundtrack though? Is one of the songs that played a lot during our warm-up game was "Last Day of School,"
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and it's so catchy. And I said, I think that's a great life motto. I'm gonna make that my bio.
Yeah. The thing that made me laugh really hard that you said was you were like, man, it's like you're walking into school on the last day singing this song. I was like,
So we're like,
yeah.
of course. And then you're like, that'd be a great, like, back in the day it would have been awesome, like, elementary school to, like, have the ability to, like, make, like, a vine or something.
come on.
Like,
Oh.
someone's like, man, Connor, like, you're real in, like, a good mood today. And you're like, yeah, I'm just living my life. And then it's like, oh, yeah, you know, it's the last day of school. And then, like, just in the background, that trumpet. Yeah.
The last day of school.
Yeah, a whole, like, barbershop quartet pops up in the background. Like, it's the last day of school. Like, classic.
Out of bounds. No. No.
Oh, he wants to challenge? Does he want to challenge?
That's not the truth. Give me that challenge. Give it to me.
Oh, the booth
I
is
don't
going to
even have
review.
do it. Come on, baby.
I think the foot was out.
No way. Nah, man.
So as the referee looks at a few
Look at that. I'm totally in.
Oh, no, you didn't have possession. I don't think you did. Right.
Possession.
1, 2. Yeah, he's in. He's in. Touchdown.
I guess it'll be a judgment call by the official.
What if there's just, like, what do you think's in that booth? Like, obviously it's a screen, but, like, what if it's not actually, like, the play being
Yeah.
replayed? Like, what if it's, like, Hooter girls,
Yeah.
like, just, like, dancing?
Yeah. He looks in and it's just like, it's like
It's a
those things at the
kaleidoscope.
carnival.
It's a
yeah.
kaleidoscope.
You look in, it's like one of those things where it's like, now
Whoa.
you're in Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're at the beach.
Oh,
Ooh,
he got a great
kick?
he got a great
Dude,
kick. Wow.
The kick is good. More like the kick is great.
Yeah, why doesn't if you get a great kick that like instead of saying kick is good, it says kick is great?
Yeah.
Can I get an awesome kick? Like how great can my kick get? Like how much of kicking can I get?
Hey, EA Sports.
if you're
what
out
are you
here, if you're
doing?
watching,
Yeah.
I know this game was made in 2005, but
But could you please get your crap together?
what is 13 years later? About to be
Oh my God, dude! It's
about to be
2019
about to be
tomorrow.
14. About to be
2019.
14 years old. Not me. The game.
I, Connor, 14 years old. You certainly sound 14.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I'm 14. Have you ever heard? Like,
Oh yeah,
ooh,
roughing the passer.
have you ever heard somebody who's like 12 years old and they talk and they're like, "Hey man, what's up?" And you're like, "How do you sound like?"
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that
At
crazy?
14, I was like, still sounded like a chipmunk.
Like Mickey Mouse.
yeah. One of
I
our
still
cousins
sometimes sound
Mickey
like
Mouse.
that. Oh boy. Yeah.
Speaking, that was a pretty good Mickey Mouse impression.
Oh, thanks. Oh man, any impression I do, like if it's ever a decent one, people be like, "Dude, that's pretty good," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks," and then I get confident that I'm pretty good at it, and then I do it around Dallas, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then I'm
You
like,
suck.
"Oh, it's
It's
this."
typical
And, yeah.
Dallas.
And he's like, "Yeah, that's not very good." I'm like, "Come on, dude, you couldn't do it," and he's like, "Let me try," and then he nails
Yeah,
it every
perfect.
single time.
God, it's
I'll
like
be
your dad though.
Yeah.
Your dad might be one of the best impressionists.
Oh, I think
In my
Dallas
opinion.
is probably better. I mean, I don't know.
Ooh.
My dad has like some
I
specialties.
think Dallas can definitely do probably like a larger variety of characters and like a larger like number.
Mm-hmm.
But I think your dad is like definitely better at like using that character's voice in just like a normal sentence. Like Dallas has a couple characters he can do that with, but most of the time he just quotes stuff that like they actually say as like a line in like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
TV
yeah.
show. Or like your dad can do like Shaggy like as we're driving in the car.
Yeah. Timeout. Oh, you're Augusta. I was like, I didn't call timeout. Yeah, that's a very good observation. But my dad's just kind of like that. Excuse me. You know, he just does like. I think we talked about this recently. Where like the three of us will come up with a joke and we'll just beat it to death, and we'll be like, nothing else can be said about this joke, and we tell him, and he'll come up with this crazy funny stuff that we didn't even consider, like just out of nowhere. And he doesn't. It's not like he takes a ton of time to think about it either. It's just instant. We're like, dude, how did you think of that?
Yeah,
it's so crazy funny. Yeah, he's wild. So, for those of you watching, kind of, I think what we're gonna do, we'll probably just do like 2 episodes of this. Oh my God, Dylan, what are you doing?
there he is, Bush. You think he's related to the President Bush? R.I.P. older Bush.
Oh, way to bring it down, Connor. What are you doing?
Way to kill the vibe.
Shaggy impressions. R.I.P. Nation's former president, George H.W. Bush.
Yes. Rip.
So yeah, probably what we're gonna do is we'll do like 2 episodes. We'll just do one of the first half and one of the second half. They'll probably be like half an hour long. But I think that's fine, cause you know it's fun to watch the football game. But like, if you're not into football, it's kind of boring for you, I guess. I don't know. That's just what I want to do.
It really gives them like a double feature, though. You know, like
yeah.
If you don't like football, you can just listen to us talk, have a good time.
Yeah, well, dude. So like, that's what I love about the podcast style of it. Is like, there are different YouTubers that do this that I really like to listen to, and there will be times when I'm like, oh man, they're playing this series of this game that I haven't played that I want to play. I want to listen to this because I know it's going to be interesting, but I don't want to watch it. I'm like, oh shoot, I'll just play a game while I'm listening to them talk because it's just a podcast. So I really like this style. It's a lot of fun. And I feel like there's a little less pressure too, because I don't have to like do anything visually funny. I just can chill and like try to focus on what I'm talking. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I hate this game. Cut to the beginning of the episode. This is one of my favorite games. I still play it. God, dude. Why do you suck so much?
I don't know.
I'm talking to myself.
Do that while randomly walking by random people on campus.
The shirt's ugly, and they're like, "What?" And you're like, "Sorry, my shirt's just really ugly."
Speaking of impressions, I feel like I do a pretty good Patrick impression.
Oh yeah. Hit me with some of that. You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober underwear for 2 years now. What do you call that?
Worship.
Give me your favorite Patrick line.
It's not really his voice. It's him like doing a different voice. But I would say the top 2 that I like to quote a lot is basically off the Vine because they made it funny and put different people. But it's like, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. But then the other one is when it's the episode, in case you don't know from where this line is from, but it's the episode where Squidward tries to make it seem like he works at a 5-star restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And he, like, because and Squilliam is going to come. So he, like, needs him to, like, take on different roles. And it's right before he hands SpongeBob the fine dining book.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, we're going to need someone to be, like, a hostess. I forget what he actually calls it, but.
Oh, my God. Catch the ball.
It's, like, basically someone who, like, takes your jacket to, like, your hat.
Right.
And, of course, like, he's like, I just need you to be as, like, I forget what line he says, but it's something to where Patrick has to, like, basically act like a complete, like dunce.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, like, normally what his character does anyway, but it's like, may I take your hat?
Oh, yeah.
May I take your hat?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that's definitely one of my favorite lines that he does.
Is the time still going?
Yeah, 3 seconds. Oh. He's gonna call a timeout. I should have capitalized on that though.
Yeah, that was your bad.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Where is Hail Mary? Here, let me just see what he wants me to do. HB counter? Why would I do that?
He's not confident in your quarterback.
Yeah, whatever. I don't need freaking Hail Mary.
And this should be the last play of the half.
Come on, baby. All right.
18
This
from
is
the
all
shotgun.
worth
Serving
all the
field.
marbles.
To his left.
Oh!
Off balance throw.
Darn it.
Oh.
This pass is incomplete.
Oh,
All
man.
right, see you in the second half, guys.
Yeah, what a fun first.
Click on the next video if you've watched the whole video of this one.
Yep.
We'll probably have some more stories.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.